Hey everybody, how's it going? Picked up some great comic books this past Wednesday. Starting off with Fatale, #1. This is my third cover that I'm getting for Fatale, and I've been looking for this cover, and I finally found it, so I went ahead and picked it up. It's one of the covers that I think is kind of hard to find. There's another one of it that has a black and white, but this one has the color, as you can see. With the two skeleton heads right there. But yeah, I finally found it, so I went ahead and picked it up. Another great series. I suggest anybody who's watching this video and watching this, read it. I promise you, you will love this series by Image. It's of course by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. And if you're not reading this, you're missing out big. Okay. Picked up number 3 of Fatale. And this one, pretty much the search continues of the girl Jo, and also about the book that he found that never was published. But I'm not gonna say a lot on it because I know how everybody have seen videos and comments have sent me about Fatale. So, but yeah, the search continues of what the book is trying to say, why was it never published, and about this girl, this mystery girl that helped him and saved his life. So went and picked this up. Like I said, read it. I promise you'll love it. Also picked up Thief of Thieves, another great series by Image. Loving it. In this one, pretty much, on the last one, the main criminal, he quit. So pretty much in this series, it's pretty much about the past and the present, how he met his wife and how he lost his wife, and now that he wants her back, and find out that he also has a son. So pretty much just a reminiscent that happens in this issue, which explains a lot about the first issue. Also picked up the whole the Vertigo preview of the 2012 preview here. The only thing I found interesting was the Voodoo Child, which I'm gonna check out in the new Dead Wardens. I'm gonna check out. It looks pretty interesting. But I think that's about it. Also picked up the A versus X, the program guide. Pretty much it tells you about what you need to know to catch up to the storyline, what led to it here, and which titles are gonna carry on with. The one I'm gonna stick on personally is gonna be Uncanny X-Men, the Regular Avengers, and Wolverine and the X-Men. I'm just going to focus on those 3 titles rather than wasting money and going for other ones that I really don't collect. I also picked up Hell Yeah #1, which is another highly anticipated series from Image, which I've really heard good things about from other people. In this one, pretty much what happens is, after so many years ago, after 20 years of superheroes that debuted a long time ago. So what happens now is the superheroes that are debuting now, alter the global culture, and the new generation is coming out, so they have to fight to claim their place in this world and beyond them. But I'm not gonna spoil too much on it, but I've been hearing good things. I've seen videos on people reviewing this, and again, really good series. I'm totally enjoying this. I'm totally going to pick up number 2. Also picked up Winter Soldier. Pretty much in this one, Winter Soldier and Black Widow are headed to Doom to tell him that he's being framed for something. And pretty much what this one is about is just getting to Dr. Doom and telling him, hey, you're getting framed, before they get their ass kicked by Dr. Doom. Also picked up Justice League number 6. I'm totally loving Justice League. I mean, this series is just awesome. Keeps me on my feet. Always leaves me wanting for more. After reading this one and how they team up to take on Darkseid, and how Superman gets captured. I mean, it's a very different Justice League to me, other than reading from the old DC universe, and knowing that Superman now can get hurt. Characters are a little more vulnerable now, and I think it was kind of weird that they faced someone like Darkseid for the first time, one of the main powerful characters in DC, and they actually beat him as a team, so I don't know, it was kind of weird that they did that, I think, for the first time, being on issue 6. I think it just happened too fast. But in this one, pretty much, the art is beautiful. I love the art in this comic. You can definitely tell that this is like DC's flagship title, because how the story is, how the art is so beautiful. And in this one, they team up to take on Darkseid, and of course they defeat him. But in the end, the president comes and they accept the whole group, as the heroes, other than like the aliens, or other than freaking out, they're all happy. And so they're looking for like a name, superhero, super friends, or I think it was Aquaman or the Flash who said we are the Super 7 or something like that. But again, another great story, another great issue. Totally loved it. I'm also picked up Glory number 24. I've really been enjoying this, of Image bringing the whole old school characters back, and pretty much in this one, the girl who comes looking for Glory finally finds her, and of course Glory is like totally just destroyed. So pretty much in this storyline, she wakes up, takes the girl to her like a hideout, and to find out the father's alive and the mom is alive. Actually, I'm sorry, the father was alive, because later on in the middle, she goes in a flashback, sees that the father killed the mom, and she pretty much beat the shit out of her father. And later towards the end, I find out that the mom is still alive, but she doesn't know that. So it's pretty much, that she's recruiting that girl who went looking for her to be in her army. And there's a war that's coming, and it's not the war that she wants. It's not the war that she hopes to see happen, but it's the war that she wants it to happen. So another great series, another great issue. Can't wait for number 25. And my last, I have to pick 2 as my top of the week. It has to be Justice League, my comic book of the week, and I have to pick Fantastic Four, number 604. In this one, pretty much Franklin and the daughter, they come back from the future to help Fantastic Four beat the Celestis, or whatever those 3 robots are. I know I'm not saying it right, but anyway, in this issue, the reason the kids come back to save them is because this is the day, like in this issue, this fight, Richard Reeves is supposed to die. And what happens is Franklin comes back, and the daughter, and the sister come back to save them. And what they do is Franklin, the son, goes and brings back Galacticus to life with some kind of a power source, and he rises him for him, which is pretty cool. And so pretty much they go at it. So he takes Galacticus to take on the 3 robots, and of course, beats them, and pretty much just tells them, hey, this is the reason that, the son was pretty powerful to do the stuff he did in this, in this issue. And Richard finally realizes, hey, you know what? Wow, my son grew up to pretty much risk his life to save the world like I would. So he was very proud. I'm not going to say too much on it in this issue, but whoever's a Fantastic Four fan, read it. I promise you, you will love this issue. It's a really nice, solid storyline issue. So it was really good. I liked it. So these are my 2 top pick of the week, Fantastic Four and Justice League. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and have a great weekend.